Alright, what up, gamers? This is VSFighting. So this is the second Arc System Works World Tour qualifier after Evo. Damascus is about to yell. Be careful for your ears.
Nice. Yeah. This is kind of nice. It's time for the winner's semi-final. We're kicking off Guilty Gear top lane right here at VSFighting. Leffen versus Setchi. Let's go.
Okay. I had to warn you about him screaming. I gave you the heads up. Anyway, there is 3 Zatos in this top 8, by the way, in case you're wondering. Kind of not surprising. There's a lot of good Zato players in Europe, yeah. I mean, Leffen, who just got top 3 at Evo. Latif, who, you know, only plays skill-based games like Strive and is the best. And then Setchi, who's obviously very good. I think Setchi didn't go to Evo, though, right, from my knowledge. But there's a lot of good Zato players in EMEA in general. Yeah, 3 Zatos in the top 8. Not surprising, the character is very good, and I think despite low health, is a very durable tournament character. Right? So, like, I don't find it that surprising. Even though the character, yeah, look at the combo off the meaty drill. Even though the character's health is terrible, having the ability to consistently do what we just saw there and win against any character is really, really good. Like, getting a knockdown into summon, into now you gotta guess, is always pretty good. Eddie Drill beats the Pierce there. Wow, what an air throw. Good lord. You know Leffen was gonna come down to the ground. Wall splat, no super. This is an advantage for Leffen because Eddie's available, yeah. Oh, that 2S miss sucks. Lost a bit of time on the mix-up. Nice. Look at this character. His health is hilarious. Setchi, though, has YRC. Yeah, that's how we saw the throw. Setchi has YRC and all this meter for super or whatever. That was supposed to be YRC. Got BRC instead. Killing the Eddie. Amorphous is cheating. This move is very good in neutral. Mega plus. It also lets you summon after if Eddie's available. Ooh, that's rough. No burst. Okay, I was gonna say Leffen's gonna get a good burst on block here. Once you're committed to like a full string there, it's a good chance to burst. Nice. I have to say the air movement from Setchi has been really good so far. Like using jump back, air dash forward pretty well, and also using the flight to wait out Eddie pretty consistently so far. Who does raw Amorphous? That was funny, yeah. There was like a Twitter thread where Deb's like, hey, here's how you beat raw Amorphous up close. And then there's people like, why would Zato do raw Amorphous? And people don't, maybe people don't watch, but a lot of Zato players do raw Amorphous as like kind of a just like, I want to win neutral and like do the next thing kind of a mix-up. Yeah, nice. Command grab plus frog. Doing a lot of frog on block, actually. There's Pierce, yeah, and Setchi interrupted. Same interaction as last time, where Setchi hit 5P, hits Zato, and then Leffen just hits 5H. And even though you kill Eddie, you know, counter hit 5H in the corner is not bad anyway. Yeah, probably worth the burst to just get out of that scenario. I think instead, like, just wanted to wait and escape. Again, the air movement from Setchi has done a really good... Oh, fucking Eddie. The air movement from Setchi has done a really good job to just like wait out the pressure from Leffen, right? Like how many times have you seen Leffen just get like momentum, everything's looking good, and then Setchi just up backs and flies all the way out. Sword, extend the pressure, jump in mix up, Leffen turboed his P button. Whiff on the 5D. Because of the FD, Setchi just held FD basically and pushed all the way out. Yeah, right there creates that whiff too. This happens with Zato strings quite a bit actually, right? Where if you FD something like, you know, close slash 2S from not point blank, the 5H misses. So it means that he has to cancel into stuff earlier, but he wants to cancel off of like 5H, right? Or something that's a little bit more juicy. And by FDing him out like that, you know, create a lot of space. Ooh, I tried to anti-air, got counter hit. Oh, finally. That was probably an air throw attempt, I would guess. Ooh, it delays the drill. If you're Setchi, you gotta kill it. Yep, nice. I was gonna say, he's gotta kill Leffen's Eddie here. Nice. Did it again. That was good. You're not gonna burst here if you're Leffen, right? You just hold this. Your meter's gonna run out. Sword super, clap. There's a gap though. Yeah, nice. That was good. Once Leffen goes up in the air here, and Pierce goes behind. Doing drill here is pretty good, right? Because the drills just go backwards and kind of, you know, sandwich you and the other Eddie here, or the other Zato. It's pretty good. I think the difference between Chip being weak on low on health and Zato is that Zato's game plan when he gets in is very consistent. It's very strong. Even though he dies so fast, his ability to do this and like get a hit into the corner and then hit 5D or 2D or command grab, like his offense is incredibly good. It's very stable. He also has more stable neutral, right? Like most of the time, by comparison, Chip is attacking, and his tools to attack are excellent. But Zato like can summon Eddie and then be like, "Hey, what are you gonna do about this?" Does that make sense? Like I think he has a little bit better reactive play, or like just putting stuff on screen that's hard to deal with. Like just summoning a pose in the middle of the screen against most characters is like a safer and better like general game plan than like Chip trying to run at you, you know, because like things can go bad. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't hit Zato and it just hit Eddie there. Leffen's got to find a way to spin the bar. Yeah, that was the YRC. This air movement from Setchi has been very good. Yeah, he very consistently flies, escapes the scenario, and then does this, which, you know, goes low. Leffen's blocks look good. Oh, one more Eddie action left. What are they? Is this like a theater? Do you know, Chan? Is this like a theater that they're in? Kind of looks like it.
If you didn't know about Setchi before, you're going to get to know him today. 2 up on Leffen so far. It's not over though. We've seen Leffen do these comebacks a million times.
It's an IMAX theater? That's cool. I have watched a few fighting game events where like the finals is in a theater. Like I went to one before actually. And it being in a theater is really cool. I think it's like way better than it just being like on a projector in a hall somewhere. A little slump arena. Yeah.
Clip it for the archives.
Like the theater is big, and so like, you know, it's cool to see, and then also you have like this nice view of like a very pretty screen. The sound system's usually better.
Setchi won game.
Yeah, 5P 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 wall slump. So then you're just like, nice, I get to do my mix up. For Zato, that's something that he gets decently often, you know, so like I think he's pretty happy to take that. Nice. Had to spend that extra Eddie gauge to beat the 5P there. Or chose to, rather. This looks great for Leffen. Setchi has no bar. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna 5P and kill my Eddie? Sure, then you're dead. This is every time you see Pierce, Setchi hits 5P, and then you 5H, and then, yeah, I mean, that has happened like 5 times already.
That was a sick confirmed counter hit.
It's the classic. It's just because, you know, you have to hit a button to beat Pierce there, right? And if you do, Zato can hit his own 5H or something else to whip punish it. 5H is just like the juiciest. Yeah, that was a little, probably not exactly what needed to happen. You wanted 5D Pierce to actually hit a little different. Oh, nice jump D. Yeah, the super was great because you don't have Eddie gauge there, right? So you can't kill unless you do something else. And Amorphous is great for chewing through something like Zato's life bar. This is a very winnable game for Leffen if he survives the... Okay, yeah. Now he's got Eddie gauge. Setchi's got to try to wait it out. This is good. Good snipe. Drill. Try to jump, probably.
But Setchi gets opened up. Doesn't block that on purpose to just not get mixed after that.
Oh, and you do, again, the action frames from the attack going through Eddie into
There was a chance here for Setchi, which almost worked out, like the summon here. If this had been a pose or something, maybe it would have worked out. But that jump back was pretty good from Leffen. Scouted it, and then, yeah, just gets hit. Setchi probably stood up and tried to move or do something to get away from Frog there. Because if you block Frog, then, you know, Zato's going to dash up, do a couple of mix-ups, you're going to have a bad time, like, it's going to suck. This is about to be a nasty time. 6P, 6P, the classic. I saw when Punk lost Leffen, he's like 6P whiff, 6P counter hit is my favorite combo in Strive. Yeah, I mean, Zato has such a degenerate 6B. It's so good.
All of them. Setchi looking very good right now. Watch out for 6B Gaming happening right
It's really
now.
strong. For Quantum, what up? Was it not when he lost to Leffen? I thought it was when he lost to Leffen.
From Leffen, putting the Setchi into the
I don't think he played
the mixes are too deep.
Setchi, did he?
Break the glass down.
I think Punk lost to Leffen in winners and then somebody else in losers, right?
JK Lamau, you can't use anything around Star because I've got Piercer.
Ow, that's, you're dead. You're so dead. That kills Zato with so much life.
Gets the comeback. Setchi will have to wait for his burst to be back as well. Leffen, unstoppable. Setchi needs to find his groove again.
Mystic and losers? Yeah, that sounds right. Well, whatever Zato player was, he was spitting. Because, yeah, I mean, Zato's 6B, that's what it's for. Like, the thing is that Zato actually is pretty good at defending himself without Eddie, with how his buttons are in this version of the game, right? Like, with how good his 6B is, his 2S, his 5H, his great jabs. He's pretty good at defending himself when Eddie's gone. Why do they use the sword instead of Amorphous to break the wall? So Amorphous does more damage, but if you notice, right, look in the bottom left of the screen. Currently, there's no Eddie gauge for Leffen, right? So he's out. He's run out of the good stuff. But when you do the sword super, it refills the gauge, and then you get to dash up and do whatever you want. If you already have full Eddie gauge when you're gonna break the wall, you can just Amorphous because, you know, you don't need the Eddie gauge, and like, you're chilling, right? But if you don't have Eddie gauge, then it's better baited. I think it would have been better to kill with like something that was burst safe just in case, but that worked.
Especially because Leffen was baiting Setchi's YRC. And Setchi went, nah, I'm not going to YRC, my dude. I know I got 100 tension, but you're going to hold this, me holding north.
YRC makes sense.
Getting hit by that is so bad, by the way. Like, when you get hit by raw Pierce like this, and Zato gets Pierce, Frog on summon, dash all the way up, and then resummon, like, this is so... I think it's one of the worst things to get hit by in the game that's not killing you right now. It's killing you in, like, 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, no. Like, he's about to just pull up, and then... Like, I'm stuck here in the corner and I gotta guess. Like, that shit, it feels so bad. You're like, ah. Nice. That was a good challenge. Because you know that Leffen is, he knows the matchup, right? So, when he sees, like, 2P, he's gonna challenge here because there's not a good cancel without Eddie. That's very scary here. So, Setchi knows, like, okay, reversal button's coming. I'll just attack it with air dash back forward. It was a good choice on his RPS.
Here comes Eddie, drills, oppose, the void, that combo, wow!
You gotta guess, command grab or, yep.
Sharknado, big boy damage, his character is made of paper and of course that's done.
It's made of paper.
Raises his fist in victory.
Yeah, it's like all theater seats, right? Both of them are in theater seats. So that was Leffen versus Setchi. And then on the other side, we have Tiger Pop's Skyll. And Skyll plays Soul, but has been playing Kai lately as like Soul's kind of ass in this patch. I'm going to play Kai. So he's been splitting time between the two. A lot of people know Skyll from Soul Calibur, right? Super strong Soul Calibur player. In particular, France has a really strong Soul Calibur scene. So anybody from Soul Calibur, you know, is probably familiar. I always see people in the chat hype about it. They're like, fucking, let's go. Representing Soul Calibur.
France versus UK Skyll versus Tiger Pop. Let's go.
We're having Buller. Get him. The reset on hit. Goes for the clone. That's not going to combo. Yeah, a little too close. And no punish, actually. It's probably like, I would guess Happy Chaos just hits 5k to punish it now. And, or maybe, there's probably something even better you can do than that. But like, that's probably pretty consistent. Doesn't 5k have more range than 5p? Maybe it doesn't. Uh-oh. That was a little miss. Nice. Yeah, make it hard to burst. One thing that Skyll does very well in this top 8, by the way, is... what's it called? Keeping his routes relatively burst safe. Is pretty conscious of burst and often RCs up or away so that the burst is, you know, long gone just in case. Good punish. One thing that's important about getting the clone out situations like that, a lot of Kai players, when you break space, will do that. They just flip as a habit. Roll is very, very good in this version of the game. Yeah, it was kind of whatever in the last patch. Should be dead. Yep. Roll used to be really whack, but now it's actually quite good. Nice 2S there, round start. And gets the double concentrate. Air dash back. Get to reload some bullets. Good block. And then the throw on the roll. This is big, actually. Yeah, you know, as like good as Happy Chaos is, he is a bit susceptible to dying when he gets hit by something like this. A character like Kai can kind of smother, right? Gets you in the corner, just deal with CSE. Not quite. It's very easy to get smothered, right, by a character like Kai. Spending some resources. I think maybe looking to bait burst or something there. The problem is, I think if you're shooting here instead of taking offense, you know, your resources are going to run out a bit too quick without... Oh, that sucks. Dead. Your resources run out a bit too quick without you getting a chance to win, right? I think this is probably the scary thing about Happy Chaos here, in that even though you shoot and this looks good, in this version of the game, most Happy Chaos players just take the offense. If you don't, then you run out of bar pretty quick. I do like that attempt to maybe look for YRC or something there. That sucks. Right there, I mean, that was the burst point in the combo. That's a shame. I love that Damascus yelled at. Stun Dipper! Yeah, Stun Dipper is great against any character who wants to hold space like that. It's good against this character, it's good against Bridget. We were talking about that. It's good against Testament. I mean, it's just a good move, you know? Ooh, that's a big drop. Not getting the knockdown to get your bullets back is pretty important, although you'll take that. I wonder... Well... I was gonna say, I wonder if it's worth, instead there... Oh, trying to bait the burst. I like that idea. But you're out of resources. I wonder if instead of doing 2K 2D clone, if it's just worth doing super, because you need the concentration anyway. Oh, stayed in the front. Uh-oh. Nothing too scary. This looks like a couple of flubs in a row. That shit is cheating, you know that? Yeah, I didn't mention Happy Chaos's bad defense as a player fault. It's a Happy Chaos problem, right? That sucks for Happy Chaos. It's one of his biggest weaknesses. I love that you said my miss inputs. I'm sorry you had to see that. It happens. Oh, that sucks. Although it could be worse, like, you know, getting wall broken right here instead of slumped over and over is probably good for you. Because, like, although it's pretty likely Skill loses, I think your chances of winning here are so much better than your chances of winning when the wall is... Yeah, the wall is like being used to wall slump you over and over. There is someone up there eating a pizza. That's true. I can see it right there. There's a pizza. They just closed the pizza as the camera hit them.
Oh, he's overextending, but it was all part of his plan. Trade on the pokes there, jumps over, and you see the character clean.
I think it depends on how you think about it, but I think getting sent to mid screen early like that is actually much better. Wall slump again is actually much better than dealing with the wall slump mix over and over. It's all of the resources back. Like, this is so much worse because you have to block out all of these mix-ups in a row, and then if you're right, like, you know, you just reset back to essentially what is a similar position.
That combo, the stomp into shot, followed up really nicely there. Skill. It is 1-1. Hopefully he doesn't lose too much of
the damage is so good though.
It's Kai finesse. He's got the corner position right now. Backs away. Wants something to win.
Nice. This is one thing that Skill does a lot. Does this with Soul too, but he just backdashes and then waits for any movement and then smokes you with whatever his whiff punish button is. Whether it's like 6H or 6S on Soul or far slash on Kai. He's just waiting to try to contain in the corner. I think it's like so worth it against characters like Kai and Soul and other characters that do strike throw to just dash block forward against them. Or neutral jump so that they're forced to do anything. Yeah, he does not play Kai in many matchups from what I've seen. He seems to play Soul in most matchups, even if they're not good for Soul. Unless it's like a specific matchup like this where he plays Kai, which makes sense. I mean, this matchup is not good for Soul, right? And I think Kai, you know, like Soul, he has to do quite a bit of chasing against Happy Chaos, but unlike Soul, he has really useful stuff like his buttons are better at counter poking against Happy Chaos. And more importantly, probably he has Stun Dipper as well, right? So like not only do you have better buttons to fight in the mid-range and a better projectile, but Stun Dipper is a much better version of anything he could have to like send it and deal with this exact distance right here. Stun Dipper is really good at this distance, right? Because it prevents Happy Cows from just being able to shoot without like thinking about Stun Dipper. And that is something that not very many characters have, right? Like not every character has an option at that range.
And look at how much he's getting of this. Damn.
Punched him through the wall.
Oh, that's huge, actually. That's a double miss, though. Missed the medium. Second time he's thrown the roll, too. Oh, that is so bad. Yeah, that was really good from Skyll. That was really good. Oh, that's such a big drop, though. I like clone PRC there.
And unfortunately not getting what he was deserving there.
Knockdown. Oh, that should have been reload. Oh, no, you could have won the game like 3 times. Oh my goodness. This could have been like reload, and I guess, oh, you thought Gunflip was going to hit on the 2D and it didn't hit. I see. And then baits it, and then this looks good, but this just needs to be like run up 6S or something instead of reload. So scary. Well, what if he just did Stun Dipper there? I also don't remember how to do a dust combo with my secondaries, if it makes you feel any better.
Tigerbot for not having any bullets in his gun.
He did. I still find it funny how the highest level players don't have the dust combo down because he's
Yeah.
I like the mix-up idea. That was funny. Oh man. I don't think the curse hit, and this is also not going to combo. I feel like right here, couldn't it just be like 6S? Oh, I guess you wanted the curse to attach, right? It was probably supposed to be shot, super, right?
We got those.
10.5. No, give yourself credit.
Yeah? You don't know about the
Yeah, okay, I see.
50% of the time it works every time. Meanwhile,
I like that he chose not the wall break, right, by the way. Oh, yeah. This is actually a pretty good spot for Skyll still because of the, yep, perfect. Because of the meter. This is a really good matchup knowledge here. This is a hard spot to win behind. Even though clone seems like such a great option here, like Skyll is really prepared. This is a really good choice. Run up 2P the clone RC. You have to block here, right? Even though you have clone out, because the shockwave immediately just smokes you.
Trying to set up house, but this is the
really good.
He's making his way in regardless of what you
Punk just tweeted he's done with Strive tournament. That's a shame. He was spitting when he was talking about Zathos XP.
That's how we start off. Catches the bat, that's close.
I understand where he's coming from. God damn, that does a lot of damage.
Goes for the haymaker.
I love watching Punk play this game. His reactions when he gets hit by shit make me laugh so hard. I'm like, yep. Yeah, we're pretty even here. Kai has so much meter to send it with Stun Dipper, though. Yeah, you really have to I think you have to just do nothing there if you're a Tiger Pop. You basically have to just sit there and dash block at him and accept. No, it does no damage. And you have to accept that, you know, he's going to do Stun Dipper. I think trying to do anything else is just is game losing, right? That's the thing about Kai, is when he has bar, you just have to respect Stun Dipper RC or you're fucked. I don't even play the video game when this character has a bar. I'm like, yep, the video game's over. He just pulls all the way up on me and I'm like, you got me. You got it, Chief.
EMEA.
It is not EMEA if you don't see 2 gold bursts per round.
Nice. We get a little knockdown. Clone? Mm-hmm.
We get away, but for now you can't really press buttons. The clone is there to wait from you.
Oh, that'll do it. Oh, I cannot believe the burst hit even on, what's it called? Even on curse there. I guess we're close enough to the corner. It makes sense. Yeah, that's the thing about Kai, right? Is that when he has bar, I mean, it's fucked up. Like, you just have to sit there. Nice. Oh, that was really good. This was great, though. If there's not for a drop, this FD into the 2S right here, this is great. FD in close slash 2S, letting this whiff, 2S, beat Stun Dipper. It's just, that's a rough drop because I think that's a game-winning or round-winning drop, rather. But that was a good 2S. Keep it down, can't switch.
Skill on the Kai. He's got 2 L's in his name. He's got 2 L's against Tigerbot.
Oh, smoke.
Tigerbot trying to give him a third. Right now, he's only got 1 heart left. Take him to the wall. Think about
Concentrate,
it.
gun super. This looks good.
Triple tap him. Quadruple tap him.
Tiger Pop used a lot of clone very aggressively, which
We keep going.
I think is probably pretty good in this matchup to let you hold space, but it does give up a lot of life.
No point bursting. No point bursting. No
Yeah.
point bursting. Are we going for the super?
Dead. This combo's also cool because he already has full burst, so you don't have to care about building him more burst with that combo.
Versus Setchi, Tiger Pop versus Skyll. Skyll gets the opening.
Oh no, that is a really bad opening.
Another one, the EX, we keep it plus, the throw is gonna win.
Oh, that is really bad too.
Yeah, no punish on the throw there. Gets out of the corner though. That's something.
Oh no.
Trying to bait the burst. Nice. Good delay timing, actually. Well, Brim, the reason I say this is bad is that the round start was like the double backdash, and then, you know, the read from Skyll was really good. It was just like, yep, I know you don't want to fight. You're nervous. You're just going to give up space. I'm going to run it down. Got a peanut butter allergy.
Skyll gets the opening.
Runs it all the way down. Then this right here, this should be a punish on the throw, right? But unfortunately, it doesn't get the counter hit. And it can be jump back air, like you get jump S, and then you do 2D roll out of the corner to get out.
Yeah, no punish on the throw there. Gets out of the corner though. That's something. Oh
no.
Tries to bait the burst.
Oh, he bursted.
Really good timing though on the burst from Tiger Pop. It's hard to get that burst timing correct there. Ooh, that's a big drop on steady aim shot though. Yeah, nice. I like trying to bait the burst.
One bullet. Run in. Yes.
That's a big whiff.
Did we punish? Skyll looking for more.
Doesn't challenge after either. I guess maybe respecting stun dipper or something. What have got here? Oh man. Oh man. Man, this is like, there's like 9 food arcs in a row that don't get interrupted. They got to be 5P, 6P or something, right? That's rough. It's hard to do in the heat of the moment though. Yeah, right there. Oh, that was a good air throw. Everything got so scrambly. Tiger Pop was working overtime to try to get the burst and could not get it. Skyll did a good job holding on to it. That was super close. I mean, that's what it's like though. You know, you're this deep in the tournament. Like, everybody's fighting for their lives. They're like, God, I need to get the fuck out of here. It sets up this bracket, Setchi versus Skyll, winners finals. So that'll be Soul versus Zato. And then loser side, Tiger Pop plays the winner of Punk versus Mystic. Classic. This is actually a matchup that Punk should probably do okay in theory, right? Because in the beginning of the game, he fought Axel a lot. So he probably knows this matchup better than most. This is like a really common matchup in the game in the beginning. But Mystic is also just really good. So, like, in theory, like, you know, Punk, his biggest weakness in the game is that he doesn't play as much as a lot of other people, right? It's like a side game for him. So his matchup experience is like pretty weak compared to most people. So this matchup, he actually does know, because like in the beginning of the game, there was so much Axel. Axel versus Soul was like a really common tournament matchup in the beginning of the game. That 6K was sick. Doesn't quite kill. Looking for chip here. Air dash jump back jump P right there is really good. Oh, that was a missed banner revolver. You know, combo drop there I think is actually fine because, oh no, you don't want to break the wall, especially not breaking the wall without the meter. I think you needed the hard knockdown. Oh, trying to bait the burst. Now you're dead. Yeah, there's not, you can't save that situation. Axel 2K is a punish on BR1, and if you try BR2, then Axel low profiles it, so, you know, it's pretty rough. Matchup is interesting too because I think, what's it called? Axel has a lot of really useful stuff against Soul in this version now in particular. Oh my god, he just fucking pulled up. God, he does explode though against this character, huh? Oh, dead. Gato. Axel is so interesting. A lot of people were talking about this when I was talking about character power. But the thing about Axel is, even though he's a weaker character overall, he's fine in tournament actually. I think like his tournament results are better than his character power, and it's mostly because the character is pretty good against a lot of popular tournament characters. Right. Dead. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Getting hit by Raw Snail there hurts. You know, he's good against characters like Leo. He can fight Nago. He can't fight Ram very well, but Leo and Nago are pretty big matchups to be good against in tournament.
The game begins again. Can you keep Punk away?
Oh, no punish.
Far S range.
I think dashing 6H would have worked there.
Failed, but can he survive?
6K looks good. That was a tough command grab to see. I'll give it up. At the absolute like max distance on screen and when you're like off screen to start, that's like when it's the hardest to deal with. Yeah, BRC, instant overhead. Good block from Punk. You know what's funny is like on defense, when you see like a BRC, I think most people just stand up. They're like, you're about to do some nasty shit to me. Punk was trying to read backdash there.
Trickery, that was sick. Got a corner position.
Yeah, the classic. Everybody bursts 2K2D on Axel. 2K2D is not a bad burst spot there if you want to keep the corner for Soul, but Mystic was very ready with the RC. Like otherwise he can't make that burst safe, right? Like it's you have to spend meter to make it burst safe. Yeah, jump H is a little high. He has not been hit by that fuzzy yet. Or he's been fuzzing it rather to not get hit by the throw. He just like holds back and does throw. And if Axel does jump H, like you just block it. And then if, what's it called? Axel doesn't do jump H, he just does jump S and it whiffs, then you just throw. Yeah, this is, oh, that sucks. He should be able to kill, right? Oh, if it wall splat, it would have died. Oh, Punk's got to spend some bar.
Yeah, you can all see. You can all see. This is just to get in.
I think it's an interesting idea. I don't know if that's better than Vortex. Probably, right? Nice, 6K. Yeah, I like the switch to Millia. Millia is a better choice here if you're a Punk anyway. Better matchup, probably, right? Just counterpick Axel instead of playing Soul into it. Yeah, in the like patch where Punk was playing the game a lot, he actually played quite a bit of Millia. It is also a better matchup.
Wisdom's like the only Millia that he might have really got real experience from, but they also play Zando.
Yeah, I mean that's not a Millia thing though. It's not that he doesn't practice Millia. He just doesn't play as much anymore.
It's not a matchup. It's a matchup hard to be familiar with, right? And I think he's seeing that Mystic is very familiar with Soul. He's got all of the tech, so might as well play on.
Looking for burst, it looked like, huh? Offensive burst to keep the corner. Do you see that 2K go under her 5H? That's how it goes for a goat. What up? This is why Axel can't have a DP anymore, and it's because Axel players mash 2K like it's invincible.
That was a ludicrous BRC, and that was a ludicrous goal burst because it did not hit the mark. And I think...
Oh, that drop sucks. Well, it all worked out.
Yeah, you don't whiff it.
All the Axel players mash 2K like it's invincible. They will not stop. They're like, yep, it's time. If your 2K was 5 frames and went under everything, you probably do it too, though, to be fair. Yeah, wall break. Getting positive bonus is nice. It kind of sucks, though, that you don't have any knockdown here. But in this matchup, I don't really know if you need it, right? It's hard for Axel to hold space against Millia. Like, she's just so fast, both in the air and on the ground, that, like, if he hits something to try to... Oh, I like that idea. That sucks, though. If he hits a button to try to hold space, like, look at that. Like, how is he going to anti-air that?
Has been pretty good so far. And let's see. Keeping Millia into the corner.
Look at that. Like, how do you hold space against that, right? It's pretty tough, I think. Oh, and now you gotta watch burst, yeah.
Nice delayed burst.
Try to air throw. Air throw doesn't work. Dude, on hit 2K.
What happened?
Mystic, you're going to hell.
Having a great time.
All you Axel players are going to hell.
On match points, make this a good 3-0 and stay on the tournament.
Bro, increased range on burst, by the way. Yo, he's getting close to F.
Yeah, this is bad. That risk is... Oh, you see? This is what I mean. Like, do you see Axel? Like, let me hold space. Well, he does this against every character, right? Let me just air dash back, jump S to hold space. Like, this is good against everybody, right? Millia just runs under. She just pulls up on him and hits Cola Slash, and it's like, was good. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Punk's in top 8 of this tournament while not having a BNB is pretty impressive. Yeah, that's hard to see. I don't blame you.
He holds onto the 50 tension. There we go.
One touch.
Yep, it is one touch. Are you going to flinch? Punk, you're gonna hold it down.
Oh, that was supposed to be super activation at the end there for Mystic for sure. That's 6P.
Just trying to get there. Ooh, the back
Not
dash
enough.
was so clean. And
Chip.
Mystic only needs one hit, gets away.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
tough to deal
knife
with.
is gonna
Jump
be
S at
there.
that
Mystic
range,
takes
pretty
the
rough.
win.
Funk did pretty well though. 7th place, not bad. All right, other match, Latif versus Zando. The final match of Latif playing Strive, maybe? He tweeted he's done though, right? He's like, I'm not playing anymore this
Yeah, I think
season.
that's a big
This
point.
is his last match.
Players, like, Latif has been one of not just the strongest player, mentally the most foundationally undestructible person when it comes to mentality. Like, I'll lose the first round, I can still make it back. But like,
C4 is a
Zando
beast for
has
saying
been
that
fine.
line, I gotta
Those are the
say.
weaknesses.
I'm impressed he just
Find
said
the
that on
weak point and
commentary.
exploit it.
This is bottom check.
Well, this is real. This is real.
This game.
Yeah.
I think starting a Latif match with fundamentally one of the most unshakable mental players is pretty powerful.
It is real. We don't check. We put the pressure on. This player surprised us.
The thing about Latif is though, is like most people before Evo thought he was one of the best players just in general, right? He's very strong. And then at Evo, he lost to Leffen and Peppery Splash, both in the mirror, both who made top 8 at Evo. And at this tournament, lost to two also very good players who made top 8. Like, he has not lost to a bad player. He has only lost to other strong players. So, like, you know, I think your opinion about his skill level probably shouldn't change. It should probably be like, yeah, this Latif guy is pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. My opinion is the same. Like, this Latif guy is pretty good. Ooh, had to spin the bar to save himself. Yeah, this round's over.
This should be more than enough. And this is one thing I've said multiple times about.
It's also fine to think that he is a really strong player. I think it's pretty clear that there are a lot of strong players, though.
That's why you see him win more against players like Zando and Ram than any other else. Because we talked about how good his defensive throws have been.
Ooh, that's a big whiff. Nice whiff punish.
The two players with Haki.
That was a good idea too, actually. Just using the flip to get out of the corner. Even though, what's it called? Even though it doesn't do much. Dude, the raw sword toss. This is when the bad guy wins. The raw H sword toss. Why does Zando do the raw sword toss, though, is the question. I don't understand why he likes it so much. It does work sometimes.
He runs into a 6P, hold this skull, hold these Ps, we're making money today.
Yeah, baits the burst. That was well played. The problem, though, is... Yeah, okay, that looks good. I was going to say he didn't have Eddie Gauge, but sword is a pretty good answer. Nice. That was the last bit of pressure there. That, like, run up close slash, 2S, 5H, whatever it was going to be the end. Zando just challenged a little early.
100%.
No, Leffen is always salty. Even if you don't see the salt, there's a puddle forming somewhere. You know, Soul doing well in this tournament makes Leffen like, whoa, 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 I told you guys Soul was broken. Jump D right there, failed Latif. I feel no sympathy. When I watch Zato players jump D whiff, it makes me smile.
That was insane. Look, I couldn't see it. Big.
Oh, I think Latif just didn't hit anything, right?
Oh, the 5P just switched on the back dash.
And Drunkard was there too. This matchup's pretty tough, but Latif has really not had to play defense very much, right? His offense has been so good so far. Like this, I mean, you're dead. His offense has looked so good so far, he really hasn't had to play a lot of defense. And he really hasn't been on the back foot, which is where Zato struggles in this matchup. And neutral is really hard too. This matchup is bad. Like, you know, like, think about the matchups Latif has lost since in tournament, right? At Evo and this, he lost the mirror twice, and then he lost to Ram and Happy Chaos. So he lost the mirror and 2 losing matchups.
Holding down back and chill, eventually getting his opening. Finally, the 6P into big damage. He finds the corner. Swap.
God, that does a lot. Zato's got no guts. This man just gets fucking deleted when he gets hit by some shit.
When you break the wall, you're actually a little bit further than round start. The stuff you can do at the beginning of the game, you might not be able to do after the wall transition, as we're going to see right now.
Yeah, May is also a bad matchup.
Going to get the hard knockdown, but Zando has 100 tension. The match, you know exactly what's going to happen if he gets close.
Oh, nice. That was a good kill. That was really... Dude, Zando's a gamer. Actually, a god gamer. Actually so good at the video game. Look at this shit. Bagdash, BRC, kill Eddie. block the 2S, dash block the 5H, super the drill cancel. This is, and then tries to bait the burst, and then whiff punishes the 2P. Throws the sword because, you know, Ram players, they gotta throw the sword sometimes. Doesn't matter if it's I like the OTG there. Good block. And that wasn't even a combo, was it? Oh, it did combo. Okay. Zato's far slash is 10 frames, but it's kind of hard for him to use it to punish gold burst a lot of times. It's like a weird far slash with how it hits. Nice. If you see that it's close slash 2S, then bursting there is okay. If it's like close slash, you know, jump or close slash into break the wall or like something else, you have to watch out and see what they're doing. I don't know, did he need the YRC there? Like, I don't think she was going to build the bar and it was going to be Rekka 2. Oh, that hurt. To dash block like that, you have to like block and then dash and then just hit down back or back immediately. Basically, that's the way to do it. Yeah, that spot is really rough on defense. Latif just gambling on the back throw. I think probably, like, you know, if it hits, your chances of winning are not bad. Tried to wiggle. Look at the damage, man. That shit is brutal. Zato might not even get a burst. He's got it, but he doesn't have it. Like, what are you going to do with that burst, huh? Look at his face. Oh, okay, that got me. He's up 2-1, and that phase is pretty good.
Yeah, that's not a bad shot with Latif. I mean, Zando with a flawless performance there. Everything he went for hit in that last, like, 10 or 15 seconds of a sequence. So, Latif thinking that.
Is that how we all look fighting Ram? Oh, no 2K?
But he is 2-1 up, so
it's okay, I guess. Zato gauge ran it, or Eddie gauge ran it anyway. Nice, that was a good kill from Zando. Oh, not the sword toss. Dude, how many gold bursts is Latif gonna land? Control Bill, what up? Maybe look for burst again, though, huh? Should be dead. Oh, no. I think you could have killed there with just, like, breaking the wall, right? Instead of super? I feel like Rekka RC, like, combo to the wall, 2-1-4H wall break probably would have killed. Instead of that combo. But that would have also killed if it would have wall broken. You know, this is one of the biggest things about Ram. Like, when you get hit by like a 5P out of the air, and she just does 5K Rekka, like, this shit is so bad. She builds so much bar when she does this. Look at her meter when the 5P lands. Like, it was by the O intention. Brother. She did like 35% from that 5P and built like 40% of attention bar into a hard knockdown. And the wall carry was from the other corner all the way to the other corner and then runs up into here. I remember in this version, someone was like, Ram's anti-airs are, this is a real YouTube comment, Ram's anti-airs are weak. You just jump at her and it sucks for her. Like, there's nothing she could do. Right? That is the average understanding of this game, for sure. When I don't think there's a character who I'm more scared to get anti-aired by. Dead? Yeah. Yeah, that shit does so much. You know why she was able to do throw RC and super? Because she built fucking 50% bar off of an anti-air 5P. That's what makes her so scary. The amount of meter build she gets, especially, is so scary. Like, it's dreadfully scary. Her anti-airs are really good too. Like, 6P is great, but like 5P also is equally quite terrifying. Good block. But, oh, I'm actually really surprised he did that. I guess he just wants to take positive bonus, but letting Zato out is like definitely how you lose here, potentially, no? Like, I don't know if there's another way. I don't think you lose if you hold the corner. I guess that's fine, too. Maybe just knew that he was going to have enough bar to be okay.
This is potentially game round point for Zando to qualify and go further in top 8 and knock Latif out. Can he do it? He gets the hit. It's looking pretty good for him right now. Run up, 5P, second one with.
Yeah, when I land a gold list 2P into Behemoth, I'm like, yeah, it's time.
It's in arm's reach to match the 6.
What if Gold Lewis could do behemoth, behemoth, behemoth like she does Rekka, and then I just get 40% and all the meter? Hell yeah. Oh, that could have been, I think he could have maybe tried to make that burst safe, but it's probably pretty hard to do. Oh, that was a chance for Latif to catch that. No, this is so hard now. Oh, missed the setup by like 10 frames. That sucks. Uh-oh. Unsummon Amorphous looks good here.
You've got to look out for Sun Void here, or even a BRC round start. Are we going to go be Tokyo drifting?
Does not go for the BRC. Oh, missed it. I think that was supposed to be Sword Super, probably, right?
Oh my God, Zando just going in.
Looking for YRC. Latif not giving it up.
But watch out for the opposed.
Sword Super does look good. This looks good. This is a chance to win. Oh, he got opposed. Okay, it worked out. Got opposed because of the 5H, but it's fine.
Yo, no one saw it, but he did a fist bump, and I saw the biceps, I was scared. I was protecting my chin. Last game, who is going in?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Look. Oh, no. IB is the Rekka. I'm assuming this was throw.
Who's going into top 8?
And then gets counter hit by the second one. I'm assuming what happened is... Oh, it's over. Oh, no. I'm assuming he IB'd and tried to throw. And if you IB the Rekka, it's -5. You can throw unless you're too far. If you're too far, then you get counter hit by Rekka 2. And Rekka 2 is a ginormous starter. It's a ginormous... Like, you actually explode if you get hit by Rekka 2. This hurts so bad.
Going into top 8.
It's especially hard because, like, IBing, it's not even guaranteed, you know? It's not like you're always going to get the IB. I remember, actually, because I was, like, in a call or something, and then Zando was like, oh, yeah, just use your eyes to tell if the spacing is correct. He, like, said some shit like that. And I was like, you RAM players are going to hell. You know, he's memeing. He's like, oh, yeah, just simply use your eyeballs. Latif is out. So this is our bracket, top 5 of the tournament. Look at the Zato carnage that's happening with Zando taking out Latif. Now he's got to fight Leffen. And you know how these Zato players are. They despise Ramlethal. They are not fans, right? So this shit is like, you know, they're not going to be happy about this. Tiger Pop versus Mystic. This is a tough one if you're an actual gamer, huh? Ram is pretty cool in this game. She's also a motherfucker, but, you know. I don't care that much, to be honest. I think, like, in this version of the game, most of the characters are interesting for me to fight. She is so good, though.
And Happy Chaos versus Mystic, first to 3.
Ooh, well confirmed with the 5K
Oh, that
already.
sucks. 5K, 6K Renson not hitting there. Nice. That was a good close slash.
Curses off, and it looks like Tiger Pop is actually running away. Never mind. He forgot what he had in his back pocket. Let it rip.
Nice. This pressure looks good. Air dash jump H. Backdash looks good. You have to scout the backdash and something like that. I don't know if Axel has an OS that's good there. 2H? Looks good.
He actually is. Tiger Pop, maybe.
Yeah, I played Soul, and then when Gold Lewis came out, I played Gold Lewis and Soul. And then lately, I've been playing Gold Lewis. I've been planning on playing some Soul, though.
Leaders behind is a top 8 material.
I've been talking about playing him again recently.
He's gonna work today.
Oh, is that on purpose? Or is that on accident? I can't... Oh, you did it again. Okay, it is on purpose. Nah, you're a despicable human. What is that? You faked the steady aim shot, and then you're a motherfucker. I don't feel bad at all now for you getting stun dippered. But is it not better, though, to just, like, do the tight shot and then take the pressure? Oh, that... Alright, never mind. My bad. Fakes the shot and then shoots again. Oh, okay. My bad. In pressure, though, is it not better to just, like, do the shot for real? I gotta imagine just take... I think it's fine to do strike throw, but, like... Is it not fine to just do the pressure and keep it tight? Tiger Pop has such a different style, right? Like, if you watch Umisho is like a real by the books, do everything correct fucking nerd. And then Tiger Pop's a lot more loosey-goosey, right? A lot more freestyle. Do some stuff that's maybe not quite as tight, but like it's got some pizzazz.
We roll, we go around, and Tiger Pop taking.
Yeah, it's a little bit more tricky. This roll bullshit killed me. You know, They really went ham on roll. They were like, wouldn't it be funny if roll was like beast as fuck? That position is so bad. I wonder if Axel just 2S's here though. No, you might still die. This position is like the hardest thing for me to get used to in the game, and I think it's for most people, right? You have to air this, but convincing your hands to air Happy Chaos every time you're cursed and he pulls out the gun and jumps is so hard, you know, because otherwise he just shoots you on the way down and your anti-air loses. It's so like, oh, you got a challenge there. Yeah, there's no no bullets. Nice.
Interesting burst there. Once the space, Renson.
Air dash back. Every Axel player does that. And I think you kind of have to, right? It's pretty good on block anyway, though, because it's a double hitting overhead.
He loves the clownery.
Come on, bro. Why is he out here double fakey, McTwisting with the gun? Like, this is not. Why is he just double pits to chesty? Like, come on, this shit is unnecessary. Oh, I think that could have been death. No, that'll work anyway. That shit is cheating. This shit is like, look at this. Like, come on, brother. What is that? Could have killed here, right? This is some fucking double pits to chesty, like fucking McTwist over the helicopter and Tony Hawk Underground shit.
But you just can't interact with his puppet. That crosshair, you can't do anything about it.
Nice. The FD actually gave Mystic a chance to escape. I think backdash probably would have got out there. Jump back was the other idea. It didn't quite work, but it was a good try. You know, it's probably pretty important. Oh my god. The fact that, like, when you get cursed by Happy Chaos and then 2H hits there, curse is gone. That's probably pretty nice now. It's probably pretty important. This right here, I'm trying to bait the throw. This 2S losing here, that's pretty tough.
Nice defense. Smokes him out of 2S there. Puts him in the
That's
clip,
right.
but the good defensive throw there by
Yeah, there's got to be an OS there to chase backdash, right?
But catches him on the backdash to Damascus.
You could probably close slash, I'm guessing. Air dash, jump H, close slash, OS probably catches the backdash because that keeps happening. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, you can't. There's not much you can do there anyway. Yeah, like a lot of anti-airs are like that, where trying to anti-air them if you run forward. Like Bridget's 2H is like that too. Any high hitting anti-air like that, you kind of have to hold your spot and then hit it rather than like run and then hit it. Axel 2S, 2H doesn't combo. I think it does if you do it fast, right? But a lot of Axel players, when they 2S, like you see like, okay, are they in the air? Like, did it hit? If it hit, what should I cancel into? Like, should I 2H or should I 5H? Are they close? Like, you also want to delay the 2H so that, like, you 2S them out of the air, and then as they land, you, like, 2H them on the ground, right? You can do command grab if you delay, sure. Yeah, there's, like, a bunch of stuff. I think Nago Happy Chaos is probably better this patch than it was in the other patch by quite a bit, right? Also, it's probably better than playing Axel into Happy Chaos. This does not look fun.
He's changed his guns. This is going to change the outcome.
Nah, you have to understand, Mystic is a hitman player, not an Axel player these days. So I understand. If it wasn't for that dastardly Goichi,
I think this is the Barry color.
I don't think. Every time I've watched Mystic play in a tournament in DNF, it looks like how Goichi looked in this tournament. And then Goichi showed up and was the ultimate, like, I'm you, but even more powerful. Like, no one could stop him. Like, this guy Goichi he's too good. He just does everything right. Like, when you watch Goichi play, damn, the call out. When you watch Goichi play, he literally just does everything right, and you're like, okay. Alright. My bad.
2016, by the way, Damascus. I don't know if you missed that.
This roll is fucked up. This shit is fucked up. Watching this motherfucker roll around like this, it makes me so mad. Why they made roll so good? Like, he just gets the. It used to be whack. Like, it used to be. People would be like, why don't you? People use the roll, and I was like, well, it's not very good. There's got to be an OS here for this, right? This jump H, 5K maybe. Maybe hits airborne. The backdashes from Tiger Pop on that have been like super successful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you could probably just close slash and hit it, right?
He caught a backdash.
Got him.
Yeah, light him up. Hey!
What the? You can do that with jump P.
The strongest clown. Oh!
Nice air throw.
Oh my god.
Yeah, burst save. Not much you can do there.
The Falcon punch landing Tiger Pop.
You have to just let the 2S counter hit and then not burst and then make them bait your burst, but it's pretty hard to not do, right? Look at Zando's stick. This thing is, I was like, how do you play on this thing? It's gonna fall apart. It's actual cardboard. It looks like cardboard.
Look at Leffen.
Look at this thing. You just need the internals inside and then everything wired to some kind of like board, like a Brooks board. And then you just need to run the buttons and have buttonholes. And then like anything can be a box, right? Like it can be a cardboard box, a pizza box, it can be a shoe box, like it can be wood, it can be plastic, it can be anything. It doesn't need to be fancy. But I see it and it's so funny. Alrighty. Zando just murdering these Zato players. You know, I feel bad for them. On one hand, like, this matchup's bad, and they all ran into Zando back to back to back. But on the other hand, it is 2 versus 1, and that's cheating. Wait. Wait. Hold, wait. Her 2K hit Eddie from behind there? Alright, well, that's
Any ram gang in the crowds? No? Silence.
Silence.
Tumbleweed. Yeah, it's because Eddie, when he attacks, is pulling his own hurt box forward there, right?
Oh my god, let's go. The game is
wow. I cannot believe that worked.
Was actually wild.
That was wild. It's actually 3v2. True, there is 2 swords.
Get out of the corner. Falling buttons gets a knockdown, and here we go, Eddie.
That is true.
Trying to get a bit more conversion, but not gonna get that much.
Dude, her Rekka is so good. Imagine Ram not having the Rekka like this. Like she, it's so funny to think about how she is now versus how she used to be with Rekka. It makes her so much scarier in every spot on the screen. And it also makes her combos, routing, and anti-air, and like any damage where she hits you airborne so much better. Like, it's such an important change to this character. Also, in terms of how much scarier her pressure is, it makes her way better without a sword, too, because she has Rekka now instead of not having anything.
Clean stuff and nice interruption. Zando saying, no, you won't approach me without my say-so.
I like air dash back the first time from Zando and then jump forward that time. The raw... Dude, he loves the raw sword toss. Oh, maybe looking for that the wall splat. I don't know. This looks great. Super... Yeah, I mean, Zato's health sucks. That'll do it. Yeah, 5P, 6P Rekka is really good. 2K Rekka. Raw sword toss is like... It's one of those things that's like, people do it at low level a lot, and you're like, this kind of sucks. And then people stop doing it, and then there's Zando, waiting at the top, just throwing raw sword toss, and you're like, what? It's good in certain matchups, and also sometimes you just gotta do it. Oh, could have finished the Rekka actually with the bar, but chose not to. That move is also really hard to deal with out of the corner. Zando, I love that he does that. Like just raw 2 and 4 Ks over people to get out of the corner. The whiff recovering on it is really fast. Like it's actually not that easy. That was a good weight there too. It's really not easy to deal with. I like this run up and wait and let the sword explosion happen, and then Leffen's /wait. They're gonna give her force break sword toss that she throws the sword, and then it comes from behind you, and it's homing diagonally.
But Leffen is just uncatchable. I'm joking.
That was great, dude. Yeah, Zando's movement looks really crispy right now, in the right spots at all the right time. And Zato can't escape. Like his jump is very good and very bad. You know, like flight is excellent, but flight's also really bad when it makes Zato kind of slow. His air trajectory is not very good for escapes in some ways, you know.
He really likes to utilize the mix he has instead of going for
it's like flight is both incredibly good and also it makes him awfully like weak to certain things because of how his air movement is. Like trying to jump out of the corner, he has like a really vertical jump, and it doesn't really get him a lot of distance very fast, and he can't double jump, and he cannot air dash regularly. The other problem with this matchup too is that he does like oppose is non-threatening against this character. She can swing into oppose and like with 5H just like that. Like, let's say that was a pose and not care what's happening, right? She's like, well, I don't... What are you doing over there? What's happening there? That dash forward was great. Look at the recovery on the Rekka whip. She can just attack and not... Nice. Killing Eddie both times there. And not worry about a pose, right? She doesn't care. She's like, well, okay.
Really sick. So is
That
getting
hurts.
hit by a reversal. Both swords on. So you're getting maximum damage.
Dead. Ugh.
Hit with the Rekka. Frame trap in there somewhere. Not sure if he went for an IB, challenge, whatnot. Got some 5K. Hold his feet. Don't need to sub to my OnlyFans first. Gets out of the
Damn,
corner,
jumps that time.
kills Eddie,
And then 2K, 2K. One to kill Eddie, one to catch the run-up from Zato. I think the answers to Eddie so far from Zando have been really, really good. He has killed Eddie, like, really consistently. Yeah, dead. Boom. Really, that was... These two play a lot, right? That was Zando just doing literally everything right. He almost never let Eddie do anything. He didn't really position himself in a bad spot. He caught flight, like, probably 80% of the time.
This man came here with a mission.
He did everything right. What are you gonna do? Leffen probably, if you ask him what happened, he's like, fucking ram, bro. Button checks, into the match. So in this matchup also, Skyll does not play Kai. He plays Soul against Zato. Not a good matchup for Soul, but at the same time, like, he can catch Zato and really make it hurt, right? He has high damage. He has good potential to kill this character and just smoke people all the time. He just has the ability. The thing is that Zato has a really good control of neutral in this matchup, right? Because of Eddie. Eddie allows him to keep Soul from really like approaching in the way that he wants to do. He does have good options to represent though. I like that jump, early jump S there.
Here comes Eddie, spoiling up the party.
Yeah, try to DP maybe to catch Eddie there. This Eddie drills are probably the most premium Eddie move in the matchup. It's because drills will beat Gunflame. It beats all of like Soul's pokes. It's hard for him to approach over them very easily too because, you know, you jump, he's gonna 6p you or whatever, right? Yeah.
Oh, you're a
not much to do there.
now?
Dakota, what up? However, if you hit somebody one time, I mean, it's very doable. You also have a DP on defense, which is very important. Like, even though Eddie or Zato can structure his pressure around it with Eddie, like, having a DP to challenge certain things is super useful.
Never mind, we've got a
Far slide? Yeah, that looks good.
That doesn't work.
He's a third imposter. He doesn't care if Frederick did
Fuzzy.
there. BRC.
Nice, good block.
Block the noggin. Nice.
And holding FD is a good option. You can see how much of Soul's pressure is much weaker by holding FD, right? So like, he holds FD on this sequence, and you can see that he's pushed out so far that after far slash, nothing will hit here. So he's forced to like dash in and like try to far slash. He goes for 2K 2D whiffs. You know, holding FD is good. The thing is though, is that Skyll can adjust the pressure to beat hold FD by just doing far slash, or far slash run up. If you're just holding FD and doing nothing else.
Yeah, gotta be careful trying to 6p that.
Yeah, you see far slash, and those are really good answers. The pressure here is excellent. It's far slash, 2K to beat the button, far slash, and then now walk back, let him whiff, and then whiff punish.
Oh my god.
These are really perfect answers. He's doing everything right.
Nice.
Dead. That's perfect, right? Those are like really good responses to every interaction. He's just right like 3 times or something there. Air dash looks great. Oh, and the gimmick, you love to see it.
Get that money, man.
Yep.
Little safe jump action.
This one, and now it's Setchi trying to escape the corner.
Backdash looks good. If that was like 2K maybe, it probably would have worked out. Runs up 2S counter hit. I like that Skyll is approaching with 2S quite a bit, or 2K, and then also representing run jump. Rising jump S, pretty good option. Oh, not quite rising, but pretty close to it. Break the wall, Amorphous.
No, Frederick's still got a chance here. 50 tension. He's gonna have to block out this. Oh no, he's getting so
Yeah,
much
this is
meter as well.
bad. All your meters gone. No YRC anymore. Beta DP or burst. 5P, kept it safe. You're gonna land on it. Oh, that was so scary, actually. Oh my god. Next mix-up kills. Super. Oh, that was so good. That was like, everything went so bad. That was like, if I was Setchi, I would be so sad. This is like checkmate, right? Like, it's over. 2H just kills. You could also just do throw, like throw just kills there. As a sole player, I've done that. I've done that once or twice. Jump and then DP their anti-air attempt.
For sure. For sure.
It's tough. What are you gonna do there, huh?
That was insane. He was in so much control until it was like, oh.
Somebody mentioned 6S would connect from there though, even after FD. Are you talking about Soul doing far slash into 6S? That will reach, but the frame data on that is slightly weak to your opponent, like breathing, existing. If that's what you're talking about. I mean, yeah, he just did the DP and then landed in gold. Oh, that person typed above Zato after. Okay, right, I see. I see what team you're on. The VOD for the Japanese stream is on YouTube, but not the English one yet, I don't think. That dash block was great, by the way. Good matchup knowledge here from Skyll. Dash blocking in, right? In between, just in case you cancel. Not quite close enough for 2P. 2K maybe would have worked. It's hard to say, though.
Nice dash blocks again. Oh my gosh, what a throw by Skyll! Sorry, Sky. He hasn't taken any L's yet. Ah!
Got him. Yeah, you can't burst far slash counter hit. It's just not a thing. Never has been a thing. It's really bad because Soul can wait and then still combo off of it. It's also very safe in general to burst. That was a great buffer. I like that choice. 2K2D has pretty decent pushback, right? And then 2S is 10 frames, has a great hitbox. And 2K2D is only -4 on block. 2D is -4. So, you know, a lot of people have to try to swing with something that's pretty slow, but it's not that slow. Or you can just kind of use that as like a nice little buffer tool.
Double overhead gets blocked, so does the low revolver right back in there. The P's.
Yeah, perfectly done. Everybody tries the 6P there, right? So 2S is great. Nice. Like far slash into 2S is perfect to catch, you know, a 6P attempt to beat far slash 5H. This pressure is really well put together. I think Skyll looks great. Everything he's doing looks great. He's just making the right choices on offense over and over and over. It should be 1-1, right? Actually, he should have lost the first game. Yeah, perfect 2P. 2S that time. You see how Skyll, or 6P from Zato, you see how Skyll's approaching with 2S now to try and beat a 6P. Changed up his approach option. Nice. Hit Eddie with the 2K. And then hits the 2D after. Volcanic. And has meter here. Wild throw kills, of course. Yeah, this is great. He's playing the matchup quite well. I think Setchi is the problem. It seems to be trying to force offense a bit too much. I think one of the biggest strengths of Zato in this matchup is you don't actually need to initiate that much, right? Like playing a more defensive style where you hold space with Eddie is pretty good. And I think when you initiate, obviously you can get mix-ups out of it, but you also can force scenarios where, you know, you give him a chance to scramble out with a light, or you give him a chance to, you know, DP or backdash or create an opening. So by doing that, you know, there is an inherent risk. Yeah, Skyll lost to all the Zato players at like RBK, for instance, and then was like, all right, I gotta lab this and figure it out. Trying to bait DP maybe? Oh, I think that could have killed, but that'll do it anyway.
He did that bareback. There was no Eddie in sight. He just ran up and damn fanged him.
Let's rock.
Nice, that was great. That run up, seeing the jump, hitting 5K. Look at him go. Surprised that Skyll chooses to end with BR and doesn't take the knockdown. Oh, you're dead. Not quite dead, but that was burst safe. That was great. I love that RC drift up.
Low on resources, has a gold burst opportunity, goes for the 6P.
Keep it burst safe, keep it hard to deal with. Jump looks good. I like the movement to avoid Eddie there. Yeah, as long as you don't get hit by anything, yeah, perfect. I think the escapes here from Skyll were really good. Look at this situation. This is how Zato wins the round, right? This summon here. Like, this is very scary. But that jump, air dash back, avoiding the 6P, not challenging, letting the drill run out, and then just not getting tagged by this. 6S challenge looks good. 5K in this version has much less reward, right? So that was one of the biggest things they did. They're like, we're gonna make it 3 frames, but make it also not give him 6S to compensate, right? Well played. I mean, that's not a matchup that Soul players like for a lot of reasons. It does give you 6S on counter hit if it's the second hit, I think. I don't think it does on the first hit though.
Fighting his demon in the name of Zando. And he's trying to get that
5K 2D is fine, yeah, it gets the job done.
The curse is on, but
It's not great, but you can, you know, Fafner it up after.
And you see Zando's energy oozing out on the screen. He has not held back. He's not needing to. He's been running down, but now
This is early wall slump. I'm surprised no. Okay, I was just gonna say no reload actually.
The late buttons, IB, FG to get some space, but Zando again.
Oh, that could have been a staircase combo down to the ground. Good block.
oh, the tech. Your Tiger Pop's defense looking alright still, but the trade is gonna go in Zando's favor. He's extending.
Rekka. Out of bar in the corner, jump back, and then yeah, the chase down was great.
Look at how cool-headed this man is.
What up, Ryuga?
Waited for him to
Thanks for the big fiver.
that the curse is not active.
You know, the thing about this is that although, whoa, that was weird. Although Happy Chaos has a lot of power in like almost every position, Ram is built pretty well to fight this character in most positions on the screen, right? Like, that's actually great. Getting hit airborne and not getting wall slumped is better. She has 5H, is really good to contest against them. Fast movement, good lights.
Defend yourself.
Oh, no more curse here. He has to get it back. With bars. Run and gun.
Oh, no. Yeah, she should have died, but it's fine. Or got a knockdown into whatever. Yeah, her like jump P hit behind through the jump S or whatever that Happy Chaos was doing. He like was facing one way. It was very weird.
This glass is going to be broken. 50 tension on the route for Zando. All he needs to do is run forward and not get hit with the big hands of
Yeah, that could have been bigger. Oh, Raw Daru? Oh no.
And guess what? That's dead.
Should die, yeah.
So dead.
Ouch.
Explode.
But yeah, she has really fast move speed and really far grounded normals. Like,
Doing the job.
Happy Chaos normally can hold a space on the screen. That's very, very good for, what's it called? It's very good for,
Get out of the skies.
Happy Chaos to like hold steady aim or do a gunshot and just chill. But like Ram can contest that with 5H and other buttons so well. Not many other characters can do that. Stuff like Kai Stun Dipper can do it. Maybe some Testament normals can contest that range. But most characters, it's not the same. Oh, try to roll through. I like that idea. Roll the sword toss.
Right now, good block by Zando. We have not seen the rolls, but gets the burst.
Oh, that was scary. That was a whiff, but it's going to be wall break. Oh, no. Oh, double no. Yeah, see, that's where 5H comes in handy for Ram.
There's no fool in Zando as he goes for
Look at the damage on this.
Is that gonna be enough? No.
There's no bar on Tiger Pop's side either.
Not now. Not now, and the forest is just gonna be enough. Zando.
Yeah, if she hits you with 5H, like, you're gonna explode. It's really bad. You're gonna get put in the corner, and the damage is gonna be really good. I mean, look at that. That's her 2K 2D into the corner. Like, her 5H damage is very good. Oh, yeah, no interruption. This round is brutal. You gotta find a burst, and even if you do, though, she has so much bar.
Fights back with 2S, gets the hit. Nice rolls, going straight to Greeks with those sorts of rolls. Gets the damage
That's
as well.
rough. No concentrate or anything. Happy Chaos has nothing here.
Into the combo.
Close lat. Oh, yeah, that was so burst safe. Until right there.
But that was deep. Tech as well. The 6P not gonna
That
work.
6P whiff was very scary.
Time because we're gonna get the wall from
Wall slump.
time.
Get the bullets. This is actually really rough for Zando. I guess you have burst. Oh, dead. That sucks.
Grimy. That corner sequence from Happy Chaos, especially the Tiger Pot one, is so sad.
You have to jump there. Unfortunately, Zando already whiffed 5H, so like didn't have time to jump and air to air or do something about that. Oh, I think actually carring it there put Happy Chaos close, so close that rolling through the 5K was too far.
Let's go. And you know the lyrics.
Oh, doesn't break the wall though. Oh, it doesn't matter. Runs up. The Bugs Bunny, like, spin the fist and then give her the uppercut. Yeah, that's rough. You know, it's funny because Zando had burst in the other round and then didn't spend it, and then, like, that was brutal.
Yo, bang.
It's not easy to burst against this character, to be honest. Oh, that's tough.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah, I was going to say 2D there. You're going to have to super. I wonder if you take concentration or you pull up. Pulling up. Oh, backdash looks good. Oh, Mr. Rekka. That could have also killed too. And that throw was scary. Oh my god, what in the fuck? What in the double fuck? Are you guys good? Are you guys good? What happened? Couple of mistakes. Yeah, I assume you didn't mean to YRC H sword toss. Or S sword toss, whatever. Dead. That sucks. It's also, I mean, it's funny because Zando like jumped away on offense instead of air dashing towards you or doing something.
Really confident. You can see in his choices.
Reset on hit.
My man was like mix into mix.
You didn't block this one. No chance.
Yeah, you notice that Tiger Pop's just been escaping out of the air a lot. Zando has been running up and 5Hing, and then Tiger Pop's jumping out. It's working a lot, so... Right there, I kind of like that Zando was just like, alright, let me just hold some space and not commit here. Oh, I like the 2K attempt to make it burst safe. Uh-oh.
Oh my...
Dead. Zando could have killed earlier, but that'll get the job done anyway. It could have been a little cleaner, but we'll take it.
One game away from moving forward.
What she said, how goes it?
Oh my god, point blank.
Nice.
Trying to burgle the burst, I understand. You know, that's like maybe the worst feeling fighting Happy Chaos. When you swing into his clone to try to kill it and he just counter hits you with 6S, you feel like such an idiot. You're like, oh no. You take all this damage, he curses you. You got clone out. Oh. Every time you get counter hit 6S by this character, you're like, oh. You're just like, god damn it.
Oh, call the bad dash with the sword, trying to escape. Here's another sword for you. FD doesn't seem to be helping.
Nice. The way he pulled up there was really good. Dashing in for the 5D. Because like if you're Tiger Pop, you probably think a throw is coming, or you probably think like, oh okay, like there's been a bunch of pressure like this so far. Wow, what a block that time. That was good. But then yeah, I mean, you're only a human being. What are you supposed to do?
Tiger Pop. The pop stands for pre-OP. Live up to your
Clone
name.
and oppose are both good in their own ways. Like it doesn't cost your health to do oppose, but it costs you Eddie Gauge. Oh, that gold burst is huge. Wow, what a 6P. It caught jump D from like way over there. Oh my god, that's huge. Oh, the sword. Wow. Oh, he dodged it for a second.
He was ready for the explosion. The timing was on deck.
Oh, that's a throw. Calvados. Yep.
I don't know if he's going to be able to use it.
Gonna kill.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Calvados. It does.
That's tough. I think the gun needed to get put away there on the sword toss, but it's kind of hard. Well played though. Zando did a good job adjusting to whether or not Tiger Pop was gonna air dash or escape in any way. And the pressure was really good too. And like the mix-ups were brutal. Dude, what is up? These Zato players are gonna fucking beat up Zando outside the venue. They're like, dude, there's 3 of us in top 8 and you gotta play all 3 of us. Like,
no escape for Setchi. He got out of the corner, but he's still having to block the flurry of attacks.
They're like, what the fuck, man?
Oh man, the spacing there by Setchi was perfect, but
Big
the
Dad
button press afterwards just got snuffed out by Zando, and that is a wall break. Glass everywhere. Someone clean up an
In the UK, we feel awkward making some noise.
Is messing up the place again.
What if they say, will you please spare some volume, Governor? Is that okay or no? Make a fuss? Yeah, how about make a fuss? What are you guys okay with over there?
5P, keep him grounded.
What's good for you guys in the UK? There's a chance of rain. Everybody gets hype.
Bro, the damage!
The character is absolutely melting. Absolutely melting.
Oh, that 6H is brutal. Commence the festivities.
And there we go. Destroyed Eddie and then destroyed Zato.
We need a Sajam fuss with Tasty Steve with a monocle. Sounds perfect. Setchi's already like, how am I supposed to... Look at Zando, dude, chilling. Like, he's got his shoes off, vibing, playing this matchup.
Zando saw it.
Zando, he's just chilling. He's all smiles. He's like, oh man. You Zato players. You're getting skill gap.
We need to scrap.
This dude is just fighting Zatos over and over. He's like, well. This matchup's fun, right, guys?
Pushing forward. He's ready to squabble. 2K, 2B.
Ready to squabble? Okay, all right. Thank you, C4. I gotta use that. All right, audience. Are you guys a fan of Zando and Setchi? Make a squabble.
Play that game.
I gotta keep that in mind.
Just keeping Setchi under pressure, consistent pressure for Zando. Setchi finally gets a moment to showcase that he can mix.
Oh.
There's a burst coming out, right? Yes.
Yep, the burst winning in that exchange. 2Ps. Zando really good at knowing when to IID back and just backdash. Always avoiding normals. That time, not.
You see how she doesn't care about a pose there? I like the air dash back escape from Zando. That was good too. Choosing not to break the wall. Next hit kills. Throw will kill now.
He's not pressing any button right now. Zando is
Trying to bait the throw. Oh, that was juicy. Bam.
He's so good at going. I know you want to jump. I'm ready for you on the way down. Air throws. Looking very old school Guilty Gear.
Why is loser censored now? What do you mean? It says losers final up there, doesn't it? People call it other names because they don't call it a losers bracket and like other stuff. Like in wrestling, it was called a consolation bracket. I like that way better.
Yeah, he's with me. He tries to interrupt. He did. He got Eddie, but
Super does lock out burst once the super has started, but not before it started. Like during the animation on the startup, it's not locked out. Like so, if they burst before the super starts, then yeah, the burst is fine. Why not lower? Lower is what they use in other things, but the losers bracket is just what we say. People use winners and losers bracket or upper and lower. I mean, upper and lower is like, it could be height related. Like, I don't know if I like upper and lower. I just call it losers, but because like you lost to get there. All right, there's no sugarcoating it. You played against Zando and you play Zato, so you lost. We get it. I like that dash forward from Setchi. But Zando didn't really commit to a dash that time. It was like one of the first times. Help me, please help me. Dead.
Oh my god, he's dead?
Yeah.
That's not dust, that's asbestos.
Heaven and hell bracket.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Consolation bracket sounds horrible. Dude. Help me, please. Look at this air dash back S. Beat, kills Eddie, and then clashes with 6P. You know, I can see why the Zato players get
Zando is playing immaculate so far, already 2-0. He won 3-0 over Leffen. And is looking to do it again. Against Setchi, showing that Zato is not a problem for him.
Nice. That Rekka confirm was good. Oh,
wow, he just
wall break though.
Wake up the dust. Zando is riding real high with his energy right now.
Good kill again. I mean, that's the problem, is that if you just summon Eddie and you don't have like offense already established, Ram kills Eddie for free basically, right? Like she is much better at killing Eddie than so many other characters because of the range on her normals and how good her lights are and the range she can hold.
Will lead to a lot of damage. Eddie is back in business.
If Ram does 5k after sword toss, you can 6p it. Sure, but she could also hit 2k or do nothing.
The defensive options have been so consistent and now putting the pressure. There is a
like, you know,
but she's not gonna need it just yet. Sends Eddie out.
You gotta think about like the odds that like if you're trying to 6p all the time, the Ram player will just start waiting. Or 2k'ing. Like 2k is very good too. It doesn't really have if she's close enough to 2k, it's like, you know.
Drunken Shade though does hit super hard, pushes your opponent super far back. Burst.
Wow, I'm surprised that beat that actually. I guess I shouldn't be surprised though. The flip is usually pretty weak to stuff like that. Nice. This looks good. Setchi's working. As long as you're in, you know, you can make it happen. But that's the problem. Is this matchup is particularly difficult to get Eddie to do anything for you in neutral that creates offense for you. Nice.
Amorphous.
Yes. 2 match point saved. Setchi is still alive. Gets a quick drink.
Yeah, that was great. It's hard though because like consistently getting that kind of situation. Normally, I think Zato does it a lot easier against so many other characters.
It's on the board. Oh, okay. Could have been worse. It's still looking pretty bad, but could have been worse. IB didn't save him whatsoever. If anything, made it worse.
I'm surprised that reached. Wow, and it didn't kill. Calvados would have been better, but I don't know if you can do it because of the sword, right?
That was a speedrun, 10 seconds rounds. Zando fixing the timeline and trying to immediately escape from this losers final. Setchi tried to escape
The woke bracket and the sleeper bracket. The classic offensive burst. That is like the one spot where baiting a burst almost always works too.
Zando, wait for it.
Air block the 6H. This risk is bad. Oh no.
He looks unstoppable. Zando in full control in the corner right now.
Look at the damage.
And only one touch needed for Zando to join Skyll in grand finals.
Oh.
Setchi unable to weather that storm and gets hit by the
Air dash back sword toss, the classic. All of the Zato players get absolutely deleted by Zando. Okay, we're back. Okay, they're getting hype. They're still getting hype. Okay, they're still... Okay.
Finals time, let's go!
We made it. Skill versus Zando. Skill's in winner's side. They're making a ruckus. This matchup in this version, right, it's very important for Soul to contest with 2S. 2S is like the juicy button against Ram, and it's because, you know, it's 10 frames. It's good against her far slash, good against her low pokes. It's a really useful option to represent. Good jump.
Oh, don't jump away from my
I don't think she's dead, yeah.
Break the glass, but trying to break his spirit as well. Skill.
IB. Oh, the 2K, a little out of range.
Swinging, got two swords, use them. It's got 50 tension as well. What's the motive? Look at
the double IB was great. Oh, bait. 2K. The little leggy looks good.
And there we go. Skill is there. And Skill knows what he's looking for right now. He's just looking to reproduce what he did earlier. But Zando is on an absolute...
Oh, that sucks. Probably was supposed to be dash block, right? There's a burst.
Here we go, pepper him.
Double IB. Oh, that sucks. It could have been DP.
This damage is going to be through the roof.
Oh my god, it did so much.
Nice. Big damage as well. Skill on the back foot right now. And let's see, can Skill come back on this? Hell no.
Yeah, that's rough. Far slash is checkmate at that range, right? It's so scary when she has bar. Far slash is a frame slower than Soul's 2S, right? Which is pretty important because, you know, that means that he can use his 2S to harass her far slash, or he can use his 2S to beat her 2S, or like, you know, contest against it. And it's good against her 2K, and it's good against her 6P, so there's a lot of value in that move. Or Volcano Shed, what up? Nice. That FD into 6P is great. Because if you're trying to use Revolver in that way, you know, it's very good. Oh, swinging on Wake Up. Look at the damage you took for that. Oh, that could have killed if it was just 5H Revolver, but I think Skill was thinking he was going to get the bounce anyway. You know, you get hit by DP here. Trying to wake up 5H is a bit ambitious, no? Like, look at how much damage you take because of this. In reality, you should die here, but...
He wanted the one, but that's okay.
I really have no idea how to play against Soul still. I think a lot of people never really had great plans. It's just Soul got worse, and people either stopped playing him or their characters were good enough that they didn't care what he did.
6P and he just backs away. I've never seen Zando play so
it depends what you get on reward for a counter hit 2S BR. Depends on whether they're standing or crouching. Yeah, Testament's good against Soul, so that probably helps quite a bit. Soul is good. He's not he's definitely worse in this patch than he's been at any version in this game.
This and get the wall break. Opportunities are made. 6H is win.
But Skill is, I mean, a gamer. How many close slashes are we getting? Only 2? But like most characters that are where Soul is, oh, the gimmicks, we'll take them. Like most characters where Soul is, he can get the job done. There's a reason that Skill plays Kai against like Happy Chaos and then certain characters, and then Soul against everybody else. I think Soul is like equipped to deal with a lot of characters, but not all of them, and then that's why he picks Kai in those matchups. It makes sense.
2S.
Yeah, Soul is, you know,
Millia on both
he's
sides.
fine.
What's the motive? What a revolver.
He's not, oh, this is hard. Yeah, it was going to be car revolver and a tons of carry. Throw. Beautiful. Dude, he's playing so well.
This is Sky, bro. No
He's playing so well.
In his Thrive career so far, 2-0 for Skyll. Zando needs to bring it back. He immediately opens fire.
Yeah, Happy Chaos, Nago, and Testament are all good matchups probably to pick Cayenne instead of Soul for sure. Testament is bad. Like, I wonder what that was supposed to be on Wake Up. Age Sword Toss?
Back to neutral 5K. What a tech.
Super, maybe? Or something? I don't even know.
From Skyll. Gets in the muck, but really good 6-speed charge there from Zando. Revolver back in. Had to check it with the 2K.
Zando's not warmed up because his opponent is not Zato. I mean, look at the things that Skyll's doing, though. Like, his dash blocks on defense have been really good. His movement in neutral has been really, really strong. Like, he positions himself in a great spot to 2S or air dash approach or jump approach. Look at that. That was like, I mean, he walked back and just harassed with 6S. This time he dashes in twice and takes space. He does a really good job of mixing up his forward movement into buttons or forward movement weight. Oh, that sucks. Ran into the sword.
He is trying to match Skyll's neutral. So far, it's paying off. Now we're going to see Ram fire off the laser. Decent damage, I would say. Not bad, not bad.
All right.
Yeah, I think Viking should probably beat Soul in this patch. I'd be surprised if that's not the case. Oh, that was fucked up.
That was grimy. Oh!
Ooh, no burst bait, though. Yeah, bar, you might as well, right? Yeah, his movement looks great. I think if you're Skyll, actually, I think the strat now is like slow it down a bit, right? He might not, but I think Zando is fighting for his space a lot. So if you're Skyll, I think you can play a bit more reactively.
Let's run that one back, right? Oh, okay. Skyll giving up.
See how, yeah, you see, I think he did slow down a bit there, in the sense that like Zando is attacking a lot, so kind of like, you know, not running up and swinging as much.
More damage. Zando is looking much more confident right now. Swap! Sending Skyll to the other side. Oh, big
wow.
You know, that difference in reward from 6H in this version is a big deal. Counter hit 6H not giving him something juicy right there. That's why he's dead.
You got a sword, cool, but fire strange.
He used to get, you know, Vortex into whatever. The reward from it's not great now, which is pretty bad for him. Nice whip punish. Yeah, the breaks from Soul, from Skyll rather, right? Like slowing down a little bit, letting Ram attack into him. Like you see how he's backing up and then backdashing and then trying to find whip punishes. He has not really been aggressively attacking at all this game as much. Oh my god. Whoa. Nice. That was great. I think he was in the right spot to anti-air that, but was just slightly off. Dead.
Oh my god.
Tournament points for Skyll. 1 round away from winning.
That jump K 2K BR was like expert level shit.
Skyll is there to put the pressure on. The throw is in. France is there cheering for Skyll.
This is his moment. He's wanted this for a long time. Zando though.
Dude, the dash blocks. Look at the movement from Skyll. It's so good. Dash blocks in, blocks. Dude, the movement in this round alone, you gotta go back and look at the way Skyll moves in this round. It's like actually so good. Like the dash block in, dash block, air dash back out, it creates some space, finds the hit. The challenge looks good. Everything he's doing is right. For heal for suck, what up? Look at that backdash and keeping it burst safe here. Look at this. Oh. Yeah, that was rough. Dude, his movement is so good.
Can he do it? He's so scared to press anything afterwards. Did you see those?
Look at that. That was even good too. Look at this. Tried, jumps forward, air dashes back, baits the 6P and tries the whip punish with BR.
Did you see those IVs by Skyll? Getting the counter and one hit.
Look at him go.
Skyll convert and Skyll will be the
that was like, man, everything he did was like so clean. Poor Ran. What could she do against Soul, huh? I mean, it's funny. This top 8, it's like as you expect, right? It's just the placement of it is impressive. There's 2 Souls, 3 Zatos, a Happy Chaos, and the 1 Ram. Oh, and Axel. Soul to me in this patch is like pretty good. He's weaker than he's ever been probably in the game, but not bad. Does that make sense? Like he was better last patch and obviously better before that. He's like a pretty solid middle of the road character. Soul is only mids. That's true. He do be doing some mids.